Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're all doing well, and welcome back to another video. So Red Bull team boss Christian Horner has spoken about what he claims is an unnecessary expense, Max Verstappen has made a new statement about Netflix, and what's going on with the FIA as the governing body and F1's boss made new statements. Make sure to like the video, and subscribe for more Formula 1 content, but let's jump straight into the news. So let's start with Red Bull, where team boss Christian Horner has said that floor tweaks imposed by the FIA this season to minimise porpoising came at quite a lot of expense and were probably not needed. Now, new rules for this year means teams have had to raise the floor edges by 15mm, while the diffuser throat height has been raised and the diffuser edge stiffness has been increased. Now, Red Bull had barely any porpoising on the RB18, while rivals like Mercedes couldn't get enough of it. Now, it did seem that towards the second half of the season teams were starting to get on top of porpoising. But despite this, the changes to the floors this season still stand. And speaking about it, Horner told Automotor and Sport, "My argument at that time was will it not just get sorted, which it did. So we've gone through quite a lot of expense for all the teams and a big regulation change that probably wasn't needed." Now, sticking with Red Bull, and Max Verstappen has said they hoped he'll be happy after watching the new series of Drive to Survive, which airs later this month. Now, while the series has drawn a big new audience to the sport, there have been frustrations over the way things are portrayed. And Verstappen has been vocal about this in the past, and even decided not to take part last year, but even though he'll be back for Season 5 after talking to the producers, it seems he's still wary. He said, "I of course hope they understand my message, and I also know that being a world champion, you have to be part of something like that, so I think I gave them like 30 minutes or an hour of an interview. I don't know when I'm going to watch it, but I hope I'll be happy after watching it." Now, one of the big talking points from 2022 involving Verstappen was when he ignored a team order to let teammate Sergio Perez through. And it will be interesting to see how this is portrayed, and if we'll get any further insight as to what happened behind the scenes. But let's move on to the FIA, and the big question is where to begin. To sum it up, former F1 driver Karun Shandok believes tensions between the FIA and F1 bosses are on the edge, with both sides now in an open war. And it seems this war is continuing, with F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali saying that the sport will never put a gag on anyone, and this was in light of the controversial FIA clampdown on drivers speaking out. Now, the FIA made a change to the International Sporting Code for 2023, and this bans drivers from displaying political or religious statements without prior approval. Now, recently drivers have spoken out against this, and now Domenicali has firmly taken the side of F1's drivers. He was quoted by The Guardian as saying, "F1 will never put a gag on anyone. Everyone wants to talk, so to have the platform to say what they want in the right way, the better it is. I believe the FIA will clarify what's been stated in terms of respecting certain places where you cannot do it." Now, on top of that, it's been confirmed that FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayman will be taking a step back from day-to-day F1 operations. While he'll still remain in charge, he told teams that he'll be leaving the day-to-day handling of operations with FIA single-seater director Nicolas Tombazis, while he'll remain involved in high-level decision-making and focus on strategic matters. Now, the move follows a series of controversies involving the president. For starters, F1's lawyers wrote to Ben Sulayman to express concern over remarks in which he suggested a $20 billion valuation of F1 was inflated. And there's also been tension growing between F1 and the FIA over new teams joining the grid. Now, Ben Sulayman was elected FIA president in 2021, and he outlined a plan to restructure the FIA's F1 operations, including changes to the senior FIA management, as well as an overhaul of race control. And speaking about Ben Sulayman's decision to take a step back from day-to-day control of F1, an FIA spokesperson told motorsport.com, "The FIA president has a wide remit that covers the breadth of global motorsport and mobility, and now that the structural reorganisation in Formula 1 is complete, this is a natural next step." But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.